during this session, but I wanted to pop in and say hi while I have a few minutes. Probably just gonna, I was gonna just get a little crafting done, but I think instead I may run and turn some of these quests in that I knew I got done yesterday. I think there's something in, maybe a couple things in Thundering Steps that I want to get turned in. Yes, there definitely is. So, I think I'll go do that. I actually also have this horrible Reaching Blade of the Assassin quest, and that is mostly terrible because you have to go to Freeport, and I think I've made it clear my feelings on Freeport. It's just not really that exciting for me. And especially as a Qeynosian, getting into Freeport is not the most lovely shore. However, I believe that where I need to go is East Freeport on the docks. Maybe. Search the inns in Freeport for the assassin. Clean. And you know what? The Stein of Moggok also takes you to the inn in Freeport, I think. So now I'm thinking, maybe before I go and do the Reaching Blade of the Assassin, I might want to pick up the Stein of Moggok. It's been a while since I did these quests, and so I'm trying to remember, okay, like, where do I pick up the Stein of Moggok? I'm gonna get there, but for now, I'm like struggling. It's been a while. And also, like I said, I could be wrong even about where, it takes you to. I think I'm right. I don't know. Pretty sure East Freeport. And I think, you know what? It's picked up in East Freeport. So I think maybe I go to East Freeport to turn in, or not to turn in, but to update the Reaching Blade, and that may be the same location that I picked the Stein of Moggok up from. Not certain. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to turn on track. Because I've got to get the... I don't know. We'll see. Gotta think about this. Probably by the time I get back from eating this morning, because I'll be going to eat after I finish this. Probably by the time I get back, I'll have remembered a little bit more about it. I had actually kind of forgotten about the existence of the Stein of Moggok until I was like thinking about, I've got to go over to East Freeport for this, and then I was like, wait, there's something else I've got to go over to Freeport for. And you know what? I think it's East Freeport for the Reaching Blade, and maybe it's West Freeport for the Reaching... No, for the Stein of Moggok, I think. Maybe that's right. Because maybe I get my update and then I pop back into the sewers and hop over to West Freeport. I don't know. I'm going to be running around like a fool, I'll tell you that. It's been a while. And then also there's the question of what level do I need to be to pick up Stein of Moggok. For some reason, I was feeling like it was around a level 40 quest. It may be as early as 38 that you can pick it up. Possibly. And if so, then I'll be building on that. But certainly while I'm over there anyway, I'm gonna see if I can grab that one. As it is, I'm going to I think I'm gonna head over and return to Thundermist Village and also to Tish Tickers. So maybe I go to Tish Tickers first and then hop over to, you know what? That was the wrong decision. I really ought to have gone to Holly Rowland first, because she is going to give me probably another quest. And it can be to kill any number of things, and it would be silly if she then gives me a quest to kill something that's over in the southeast tower area. But oh well. You know. You click buttons and you suffer the consequences of those actions. Here we are. Suffering. Currently. And I'm going to go ahead and jump off when I get near, which is right about now. And then we're going to jump over and go to turn this in. Tish Tickers is the one who gives you the quest for the colored bites, which is the things that I've been using those frying stings on. All right, let's see what Tish has to say.
Bright blessings.
How goes the search? I hope you find those coins soon. Can't stop thinking about those clockworks. Some of them can climb walls and enter windows, you know, and they have spikes all over them. Really sharp ones. And I say, I've found your coins. She says, wonderful, you're a lifesaver. I wish I could give you a more fitting reward, but I'm in quite a bit of debt. Thank you so much. Here, I've packaged those coins with a return letter. Please deliver this to Jacques for me. And now we can have different colored things going on here. And let's see. We've got, cannot view that in the dressing room. That's a shame, isn't it? I wonder if we can do it like this, but no, it's just not going to show up. So we've got some options here. We can have the lantern of the earth, the lantern of the fire, the lantern of the grass, the lantern of the moon, or the lantern of the sun. And I don't know what color each of these lanterns is, what it looks like, because it won't show me, oddly. I'm going to assume earth would be brownish, fire would be red, green for grass. The moon and the sun, that's a little beyond my abilities to think of, right? Like, if we've already got fire, then the sun wouldn't be yellow. Okay, so the sun could be yellow. That would make some sense. What would the moon be? We got a purple? Is it like a purpley glow? I don't know. Let's, I think we're gonna try the moon and see what happens with that. Alright, so we'll accept that. I'll say okay to her. Now, before we do anything more, let's go check out this lantern we have here. Yeah. I see zero oh, wait. Alright. We've got a little bit of color change, maybe. Hold on. Let's see if we can... What we really need is a dark space. Let's come over here and check it out. Unfortunately, my personal lantern, you need to turn that off to see it? Who knows? Okay, so I'll have it on right now. Take it off. Put it on. Nothing happens. I don't know. I don't get it. Let's try options. Advanced. And then we'll go to lighting. And let's turn off the personal torch right now. Alright. And then let's see if that... Oh, okay. See if it does anything. No. Nothing. What is the deal? Turn the personal torch back on. Seven. I have no idea. Okay, well, that was exciting then. I guess I'll go back up and have another little conversation with Tish. By the way, it looks like an ad is going to start in like 48 seconds. But I bet I can get this update first.
Hello, well met.
She says, I wonder if I can get another loan. I think if I reinforce my wagon frames and add spikes to the roof, I can avoid any misplaced giant feet interrupting my studies. You know, what to do about the Gnolls? Oh, hello again. And I say, what is wrong with the Gnolls? She says, the Gnolls stole some very valuable magical equipment from me, and I need it back if I'm going to resume my research. Not to mention the fact that it could be very, very dangerous if misused. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me recover it, would you? I say, I suppose I could help you again. She says, great. The Gnolls have taken my equipment to a cave near here, but they have used some of my own magic to seal the entrance. I need you to gather a few key components for me so that we can break in. Here is a list of the items I will need in order to prepare a spell to counter their lock. Come see me once you've finished. And I say, okay. Alright. So, it says, the Gnoll Cave. Get cursed bone marrow from some skeleton troopers, collect spirit essences from some spirited orbs, and gather some imbued bones from Varsoon apprentices. Which is funny, because we were just killing Varsoon apprentices last night. But we shan't worry about that at the moment. I need to return this mail to Jacques, and I also need to go to Holly Ruin. So I think we're going to start with Holly Ruin this time. Better decisions being made, hopefully, in that regard. Now it looks like we still have a little bit of the flora showing. There's this sparse grass here. It's not here. There's no flora turned on. My biggest issue with the flora being turned on is that it makes it harder to see the shinies. And seeing shinies is, it's primo. So we want to see the shinies as much as possible. But that's okay. Right now, since this is here and I'm here, I'm going to grab one of these here rocks. But it occurs to me I better save this first. Oh, a claw's logged in. That's nice. I will send him a good morning in a moment. May as well get the flight underway first. You know what? You can't go to the Nimbus Valley if you're at the nearest station. So, go to Antonica Station, grab the update from Jacques, and then go to Holly Ruin. These are the Sinking Sands too. There's 2 instances right now of the Sinking Sands. Interesting. Maybe more, but 2 that I know of. Let's see, while we're here, may as well check off the ones that we need to turn in. Only need 1 more young antelope bone. I like to have that on track while I'm flying around. Oh well. It would be super cool if they would get the quest fixed for the tall Naren. I know I've mentioned that a lot of times, but it would be amazing. Plus, says he's doing some harvesting before he gets off and gets some work done on this place. Well, that's a good plan. And Jacques says,
well met.
Welcome back. Have you completed your delivery yet? I say, I have a reply from Tish. He says, wonderful. I'll deliver this on my next turn into town. Go take a break. Come see me when you're ready for more. I say, I will return as soon as I'm ready. Don't we all? And right now, I am ready. So, Jacques.
Salutations.
Are you ready to deliver some more mail? I really want to pick, why don't you ever deliver the mail yourself? Are you just too scared? But it doesn't feel like Copernicus, so we're going to go with, of course. And he says, this delivery is for Brianna in Thundermist Village. Since we're delivering a package this time, you'll need to get to her to sign a receipt for it before you come back. I said, okay. And so, Brianna in Thundermist Village, which is convenient because that is where I need to go for Holly Rowan as well. And I'm going to actually tap in young this time so we can pop up certain young antelopes that happen
I greet you
along the way. Alright, so I haven't seen any young antelopes pop up in my track window. I've got lots of young Kodiaks, young Winter Kodiaks there. No young antelopes. And we're going to go ahead and jump the apex. That's right. So that we can have the opportunity to get that safe follow-up a little bit more. Ah yes, I've been attacked by leg bladders. This is part of this quest, and until you turn it in, you will continue to be attacked by these guys. Periodically. Alright, let's see what Holly Rowan has to say.
Excellent work. Can you spare more time to help us?
Sure.
Well then, obliterate those creatures and I shall reward you.
No problem. And so she wants some giants info. I'm not too worried about what she wants right now. Now, my step of watch your step in the thundering steps says, I dropped the package and some of the items inside fell out. Well, at least I made it away from those dogs. I should take what's left to Brianna. Now, Brianna's the one who gives you the rumble eggs. And that's not good. That's the Taskmaster. Do the track. Because that's gonna be easier. She's in this building right here. Very nice. Alright, here's Brianna.
Hello!
She says, har har, what kind of work do you think you can do with those little arms like those? If you're here for the apprenticeship, it is going to kill. And I say, no, I'm here to deliver a package to you. She says, sure, let's see it. My, it looks damaged. What happened here? Did you open it up? And I say, no, I was chased by some dogs and accidentally dropped it. She says, okay, these things happen. However, it says right here on the top that it was insured by you and your delivery service, so I'm going to need you to replace these items. And I say, okay. Well, here it looks like 5 forged tin longswords were damaged. Man, that's crazy. There's dropping the... Okay, listen. If dropping the package that your 10 longswords was in actually damaged the longswords in question, I really don't think that those were quality items. And I'm pretty sure you might just want to refund in the whole thing with that. But here we go, let's go. She says, I'm going to need you to either buy me some new ones or make them for me. Why don't I keep this delivery receipt until you bring them to me, so I know you'll return? And I say, thank you for being so generous. Alright, coolio. Now I'm supposed to make 5 tin longswords for Brianna. Which I can totally do, but not at this moment. Let's see. I can go ahead and go turn in these couple of things on the docks. I think that with the engineer Azimuth Wobblecog, I think that was the last step that I need before I go on the boat ride to open up Zach. Not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure about that. So, as it is, let's turn on that track once more. Oh, there's Don Ruffington. I know that guy. Hail.
Well met.
So I think I'll fly over there, then I'll fly toward the Southeast Station and jump off along the way.
Well met.
And if we run across any young antelope along the way, then of course I'll be jumping off well before that. We shall see. I got excited when the young woodland Kodiak popped up, but no such luck. But I will certainly check for the shiny while I'm over here. It's interesting how when you jump off the Griffin for the first little bit, you're still in the crouched position. It's like you jump, but you haven't really prepared yourself like the man did yet. It's a good thing that Griffin isn't closer to the ground when you jump, or is in just the wrong spot. You may not recover fast enough. Then it would be a bad day for Copernicus. Alright, grabbed the shiny. That's an ever important thing to do. I see that Rancor has another repeatable for me, which I am sure he did before and just failed to pick it up. But, oh, you know what it was? I hadn't reset my my UI at the time after getting this new computer, and so it didn't show.
We appreciate you slaying those dark entities. It's made the area a lot safer.
It is no trouble. Any luck finding the ones that are responsible for killing the men?
All my digging for information led me to discover an occult group that I thought was responsible for killing my supply runners. I didn't find any evidence linking them, but I did discover their devious plan to terrorize the local settlements.
A threat to the local population is definitely not a good thing.
I agree. I feel we must stop these dark entities before they harm any more of our people. Will you go on one more mission to defeat these fiends?
I'll take care of those dark creatures like I did with the other ones. Right, and with confidence, we'll move forward. It's 10 sirens that the friend needs there. There we have engineers and the Wobblecog.
I was afraid that you drank our catalyst. I'm glad to see that you didn't. I need you to run one last errand. It seems that our Death Fist friends made enhancements to their vessel. We've established that they mounted large crossbow-type doohickeys on each side of their ship. I can fathom numerous purposes for such a device. In turn, I devised a protective countermeasure. I came up with a brilliant solution that entails lining the inner hull of the prize of Prexus with an ultra-durable membrane. This way, even if they break the hull, she won't take on water, thereby not sinking. Brilliant. Just brilliant.
What is it you need me to do?
Yes, to the point. Very well. You must go to the Ruins of Varsoon. I need silk sacks from several spiders and the remains of a few goos. These components are fundamental to the assembly of the membrane.
I got it. Let's go update this one with Taskmaster Belgium.
Hello.
He says, just as we thought, these centaurs are quite formidable. Perhaps they'll be willing to open trade negotiations. From afar, that is. Here's payment for your services. The Far Seas Trading Company is pleased to have done business with you. And I say anytime. With the boots. Now let's talk to him again.
Hello.
He says you're rather resourceful. Has anyone told you that? The Far Seas Trading Company makes it a point to identify those who excel at what they do. We have special contracts, you know. Perhaps you're interested in taking one of these orders, yes? And I say, yeah, I'll take one. He says, I knew you would. Here's the special contract, Quister. Once you gather everything, return to me directly. One more thing. Since this is a special contract, I suggest you refrain from chatting about it with others. If you do, it will make things a little more complicated. Understand? And I say, I understand. I'll be back when I have everything. I have to go harvest some stones for that particular one. Looks like Dawn is wanting to do some more Obelisk of Lost Souls. Can't do it at the moment because I have to go and get food and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Mr. Jelly, how you doing, man? You caught me right as I'm about to hop off. But I will hopefully be back in a couple of hours is the plan. But it's a Saturday, so you never know what might happen. But I do need to get off, go get some food. Yeah, it's a short session this morning, so sorry about that. But basically I did some turn-ins and picked up, well, okay, didn't pick up, but planned to pick up the Stein of Moggok when I head over there. I can't remember if you can start the Stein of Moggok yet at level 39, but I feel like you can, so I'm going to check that out probably whenever I get back later. But for now, I've actually got to run and get some food and various things of that nature, so I'll be gone for probably a couple of hours, and then I should be probably back at that point. But yeah, so it was a pleasure streaming with you guys today, and hopefully I'll see you later. Turn on the notifications and all that so that you see when I go live, and have fun till then. Bye bye.